Welcome back to Tech Cloud Solutions. This is part 18 of our Azure Fundamentals, that is AZ-900 certification preparation. You can watch our entire course and get certified in first attempt. Link is in the description. Question 91. Which of the following is an optimized storage service for storing massive amounts of unstructured data, such as videos and images? Select the correct option. The options are A. Tables, B. Blobs, C. Queues, Files. This question is asking which Azure storage service is specifically designed for unstructured data like videos, images, logs, and large binary files. Think about which service handles object storage at massive scale without needing a structured schema. The correct answer is Blobs. Azure Blob Storage is Microsoft's object storage solution, specifically optimized for storing massive amounts of unstructured data such as videos, images, text files, backups, and binary data. It can scale to store petabytes of data, offers global accessibility via HTTP/HTTPS, and supports different blob types: block, append, page, and access tiers: hot, cool, archive, for cost optimization. Blob stands for binary large object, making it the ideal choice for media content, logs, and any large-scale unstructured data storage. Why the other options are wrong. Option A, Tables, is Azure Table Storage, a NoSQL service for semi-structured data with key value pairs, not optimized for large media files. Option C, Queues, is Azure Queue Storage, designed for messaging between application components, not file storage. Option D, Files, is Azure Files, which provides SMB file shares for structured hierarchical storage, not optimized for massive unstructured object storage like videos. Quick memory tip. Remember, blob equals binary large object. Videos, images, backups equals blob storage. Tables, structured data. Files equals file shares. Queues equals messages. Blobs equals unstructured objects. Question 92. Your company hosts a billing application that is used by all the customers of the company. This application has low usage during the first 3 weeks of each month and very high usage during the last week of each month. Which benefit of Azure Cloud Services supports cost management for this type of usage pattern? The options are A, high availability, B, elasticity, C, fault tolerance, D, economies of scale. This question is asking which Azure Cloud benefit helps manage costs when workload demand changes dramatically over time. The key clue is low usage, then very high usage. You need a feature that scales resources up and down automatically to match demand and optimize spending. The correct answer is elasticity. Elasticity is the ability to automatically scale cloud resources up during high demand and scale them back down during low demand, ensuring you only pay for what you actually use. For the billing application scenario, Azure can automatically add compute resources during the busy last week of the month and remove them during the quieter weeks, optimizing costs through a pay-as-you-go model. This prevents over-provisioning, wasting money on idle resources, and under-provisioning, poor performance during peak times, making elasticity the ideal cloud benefit for fluctuating workloads. Why the other options are wrong. Option A, high availability, ensures services remain accessible during failures through redundancy, but doesn't adjust resources based on demand or manage costs. Option C, fault tolerance, keeps systems running despite component failures, but doesn't scale resources or reduce costs during low usage periods. Option D, economies of scale, refers to Azure's cost advantages from operating at massive scale, benefiting all customers equally, but doesn't dynamically adjust individual workload resources. Quick memory tip. Remember, elasticity equals elastic band. Stretches, scales up when needed, snaps back, scales down to save money. Variable workload plus cost management equals elasticity. If this video is helping you, support us by hitting the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Question 93. A company is planning to deploy a number of resources to their Azure subscription and wants to be informed if the costs of Azure resources go beyond a certain threshold. Which of the following can help achieve this? The options are A, create an alert in Azure Monitor, B, create a cost tag for the resource group, C, create an alert in Azure Advisor, D, create a budget in Azure Cost Management. This question is asking which Azure feature specifically tracks spending and sends alerts when costs exceed a defined threshold. The key requirement is proactive notification about cost overruns, not just general monitoring or tagging. The correct answer is create a budget in Azure Cost Management. Azure cost management budgets are specifically designed to set spending thresholds and trigger alerts when actual or forecasted costs exceed defined amounts. You can create budgets at subscription, resource group, or management group scopes, define budget amounts and periods, monthly, quarterly, annually, and configure alert rules that notify specified people via email when spending reaches certain percentages, like 50%, 80%, or 100% of the budget. This is the purpose-built tool for cost threshold monitoring in Azure, providing proactive financial governance. Why the other options are wrong. Option A, Azure Monitor Alerts, tracks resource performance metrics like CPU usage or availability, not spending thresholds or cost management. Option B, Cost Tags, help organize and categorize resources for cost allocation and reporting, but don't send alerts when thresholds are exceeded. Option C, Azure Advisor Alerts, provide optimization recommendations for performance, security, and reliability, not cost threshold notifications for spending limits. Quick memory tip, remember, budget equals cost threshold alerts, set limits, get notified when spending crosses the line. Cost management equals money tracking, monitor resource tracking. Question 94. Your Azure trial account expired last week. You are now unable to 2Ls. Select the correct option to fill the blank. The options are A, create additional user accounts in Microsoft Entra ID. B, access the Azure portal. C, access your data stored in Azure. D, start an existing Azure virtual machine. This question tests what happens when an Azure free trial subscription expires and which Azure capabilities are disabled. The key is understanding that the subscription itself gets disabled, not your account access or identity management features. The correct answer is start an existing Azure virtual machine. When an Azure free trial subscription expires, Azure disables your subscription to protect you from accidentally incurring charges, which means all deployed resources like virtual machines are stopped and cannot be started until you upgrade to a pay-as-you-go subscription. The subscription remains disabled, preventing you from using or running any Azure services that consume resources, but you retain access to the portal, your data, and identity management features. To continue using services like VMs, you must upgrade your subscription. After upgrading, you still have access to free services for 12 months and only pay for usage beyond free service limits. Why the other options are wrong. Option A, create additional user accounts in Microsoft Entra ID, is still possible because Entra ID, formerly Azure AD, identity management is separate from subscription status and remains accessible. Option B, access the Azure portal, is still possible. You can log in, view resources, and manage settings even with an expired trial subscription. Option C, access your data stored in Azure, is still possible for a grace period. Microsoft keeps your data for 90 days before permanent deletion, allowing you to back up or migrate data. Quick memory tip. Remember, expired trials can't run resources but can access portal. VMs need active subscription to start. Portal access and data remain available. Question 95. Your organization wants to use Azure ExpressRoute to connect its on-premises network to the Microsoft Cloud. Which of the following choices isn't an ExpressRoute model that your organization can use? Select the correct option. The options are A, any-to-any connection, B, point-to-point Ethernet connection, C, Cloud Exchange colocation, D, site-to-site virtual private network. This question tests your knowledge of Azure ExpressRoute connectivity models and asks you to identify which option is not a valid ExpressRoute connection type. ExpressRoute provides private connections to Azure, so think about which option uses public internet instead. The correct answer is site-to-site virtual private network. Site-to-site VPN is not an ExpressRoute connectivity model because it creates encrypted connections over the public internet, while ExpressRoute provides private, dedicated connections that bypass the internet entirely. Azure ExpressRoute supports 4 connectivity models: Cloud Exchange colocation, point-to-point Ethernet connection, any-to-any IPVPN connection, and ExpressRoute Direct. All ExpressRoute models use dedicated private circuits through connectivity providers or direct connections to Microsoft's global network, offering predictable performance, higher security, and lower latency than internet-based VPN connections. Why the other options are correct. ExpressRoute models. Option A, any-to-any connection, is a valid ExpressRoute model using IPVPN providers, typically MPLS VPN, to integrate your WAN with Microsoft Cloud. Option B, point-to-point Ethernet connection, is a valid ExpressRoute model providing direct Ethernet connectivity between your data center and Azure. Option C, Cloud Exchange Colocation, is a valid ExpressRoute model where you connect at a colocation facility through virtual cross connections via an Ethernet exchange. Quick memory tip. Remember, ExpressRoute equals private highway. VPN equals public internet with encryption. ExpressRoute models, Cloud Exchange, point to point, any to any. ExpressRoute Direct, VPN is separate. To get the free PDF or mock test, comment PDF or mock or both. I will share the downloadable link within next 24 hours.